So today we're at the range and we're going to use our 4 5/8 inch Ruger Blackhawk to test these 38 short Colt rounds. And these rounds are the 124 grain Lee truncated powder coated, and also the Lee 148 grain double-ended wad cutter, lubed with 45-45-10. So we'll go with the powder coated 124 truncated cones first. And the pressure for the 124 grain truncated cone, 3.5 grains of Bullseye, also very low. They can definitely use some extra powder and get better performance probably, because those loads aren't really that impressive. Well, sorry to say that these powder coated rounds are horrible. They didn't shoot well, and the velocity was all over the place, and I think it needs more powder because the variation of the powder velocities was pretty great. I'm not even going to report it because I'm kind of ashamed to report that it's so bad. And now those wad cutters with 3 grains of Bullseye. Pressure is on the low side for sure for the wad cutter rounds. Okay, so that wad cutter load, 831, 828, 839, 788. Now that one's gonna ruin it. 850. Those last two were the ruiners. Average of 827, the spread of 62, deviation of 23. So probably use a little bit tighter crimp and maybe just a little bit more powder. Those wad cutters put 4 in one hole and only 1 shot out, that spoiled an otherwise 3/8 of an inch group. So conclusions are that the 3.0 grains of Bullseye and the way these 148 grain wad cutters are loaded is very safe, and the pressures are low, but the standard deviation wasn't as good as we'd like to see, even though the load shot very accurately at 12.5 yards. What a lower standard deviation means is that at longer range we'll still get good groups. If you have a high standard deviation, then at longer ranges your groups will start to spread out quite a bit. So to get a lower standard deviation, we're going to go ahead and adjust the powder charge a little bit because we can. Pressures are low enough that I can go, say, to 3.3 grains of Bullseye without any kind of problem with pressure at all. Even still maintaining a safety margin because we have our strong 357 Magnum revolvers and strong 38 revolvers that we can shoot these 38 short Colt rounds in. So we're going to go ahead and do 3.3, but no need to report that to you because if you're loading the 38 short Colt, you can kind of experiment with all these things on your own and find out what works best for your gun. Bye for now.